The Minecraft Create mod is one of the most groundbreaking mods to surface in recent years, and it's gained what it feels like a cult following due to just how much freedom the mod gives you in terms of creativity, automation, and more. With that being said, what happens when you take a ton of Create mod YouTubers and whack them into a server devoted to the mod? Well, you'd get Recreate, and it's a bit insane. Recreate is a Minecraft SMP that I somehow got into, hosted by Shalz, Theomonty, and featuring all of these guys. And this is a terribly structured overview of my first couple days on the server, which have been genuinely so much fun. If you enjoy, like and subscribe to see more of this server, and let's get into it. So, as most of them typically do, the server started. I was given the nickname Gout. We all gave an introduction to our live stream chats. Just breakdance in the background here. This is brilliant. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here until... Which happen a couple of times a week on this channel, by the way. And after 5 minutes, all of us ran out to get our resources and do basic Minecraft starter stuff. Something that I would later realize I was very not good at. But after a while and various stream issues, I met up with Shalz, stole his furnace.
Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, look at Gout.
What the fuck? And pinned it all on a duck.
Oh,
it's a duck.
Yeah.
A duck. Yeah. It's him. Yeah. Then we were greeted by Rage Plays Games, Dejojotheawsome, and LemonSkyRyan, leading to this amazing interaction. Oh yeah, baby! And after that flipping insanity, we all decided to go to a nearby lush cave, a decision which would later lead to the worst course of events that have ever happened in a game for me. What? What? Oh my god! What? I don't know what I was doing wrong. After attempt and yet another attempt, I just kept dying. Whether it was explosions, monsters, fall damaged, whatever the hell happened in the nether.
Well,
how did you get up there?
I don't know. I went through.
I'm gonna go through.
Oh my god! It all kept coming my way. And to make things worse, my Wi-Fi decided to implode on itself, making it next to impossible to stream the rest of the first day. But I'd be damned if that was gonna stop me. I ended my stream, did a little bit of a shame walk, and hopped into a group with some of the other members. And this part, unfortunately, I have been trying to fix it for like 2 hours at this point. Just completely corrupted the recording. But to summarize it, I mined for absolutely ages, got a ton of iron, got enough diamonds for a diamond pickaxe, and created what is now a historical landmark, the Gout Shed. Yeah, remember the nickname Gout? Yeah, you can blame Shalz for that one. Oh, and a massive drill. And with that, we can move on to day 2. I was back, baby! The stream had started and I immediately had a plan of action. I'd made a gyrocopter beforehand, which basically runs off of your hunger and allows you to fly around the place. And along with it, I'd made a little farm that would give me a steady supply of bread so that I wouldn't starve, even though you know how good I am at dying, you know how that's gonna end. But with my bread at the ready, I was gonna traverse the skies in order to find a place for my actual base to be constructed. And so I set off, and within a couple of minutes, I found the perfect spot live on stream. That is where the skeleton needs to be. Holy crap. And it was only like 2,000 blocks away. This mountain range was just perfect for a huge skeleton to sit in. So I landed it at its peak and realized I was about to starve to death. No. Who could have seen that one coming? So I ate a tiny bit of rotten flesh that I had on my person.
Oh wait, no, I'm not. Okay.
Then made my way down the mountain and prepared myself for what was presumably a 2,000 block trip. At least it was beforehand, before Theomonty descended from the heavens.
Hey!
Oh wait, Theo, sorry, can multiple people get in a plane? Or is that not a thing?
No, but you can borrow the plane if you want.
Yeah, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to leave this out. That's fine. This guy flew all the way from his base, which I kid you not is on the other side of the server, all to let me borrow his plane. Thank you. And he just sailed away back home. I'm not even kidding. I still have the plane to this day, and he just let me keep it. Can we get a W Theomonty in the chat, please? This made it so much easier to get to and from my bases. And this kind gesture would unfortunately be followed by something I genuinely don't think I can escape from on this server. No, oh! Death. Every time I make some kind of progression, it comes back to bite me. Moving on from that gloomy end that I'd met, I decided it'd be a good idea to upgrade Theo's plane as a kind gesture for his support earlier. And just as I was starting to get into a good mood again, it begun. I was coming back from a brief nether mining trip and my Wi-Fi descended to extend my loading time, which would typically be fine. But what I haven't mentioned is that there was a skeleton right next to me, following me through the portal. It used its arrows to pop me like a loot pinata. Oh my god, what? What's worse is that I think I scared the life out of Dejojotheawsome, who was just trying to start his stream and had me phasing in and out of reality due to my quickly deteriorating Wi-Fi. Connection. Oh my god, do not do that to me again. But luckily, after a while, I developed mass again. Oh my god, wait.
Hello.
Wait, do I have mass? Do I have mass? I have mass.
Yes.
Dejojo, wait, where's my stuff? And had to go and get my stuff from the nether ASAP. It fell through the portal in such a cartoonish way too. Legit, like, spilled onto the floor. Just looked like the portal had boffed it up. And then when I came out of the portal... I just hope that it's gonna let me through to the nether. What? Ah, I'm back. Okay.
In the overworld.
I was met with a delivery.
Is that a
Stam?
stam?
Is that a stam coming from the sky?
Oh
Hello. I haven't mentioned it, but before the day 2 stream, I had a deal with Stamio, which in all honesty was more of a scam on my end. 10 stacks of flint for a full set of diamond armor and tools. And before anyone points fingers and accuses anyone of cheating, Stam used villagers in order to get all of that stuff and a string duper, but we can just kind of slide that part under the rug. Anyway, I'd love to say my Wi-Fi troubles had stopped a while ago, but they just didn't. I got about as far as drilling a little bit, flying back over to the location of the base, and then my Wi-Fi just started breaking down again. I was in shambles. My Wi-Fi was just completely off. Everything had disconnected. I couldn't even connect back to the stream to end it. But eventually, when I had a tiny bit of Wi-Fi, that is exactly what I did. I shamefully pressed end stream and was genuinely so embarrassed. I'd been invited to this big creator SMP and my Wi-Fi just couldn't even let me play it. What was the point? And well, the point was that I needed to remember what happened yesterday. Everything was thrown my way. Death after death. This was just basically the same problem in a different font. So I got to work, and after about an hour of tinkering with my various gadgets and gizmos in my household, I managed to get a part 2 stream up and running. Yeah, baby, let's go. That's what it's all about. I was back and on an even tighter time frame. That was a tongue twister and a half. So I got to work. The majority of the stream was just spent digging into the side of a mountain to make room for the massive skull. And after about an hour, I had done it, and it all just nearly never happened at all. I was so close to just calling it a quits and just leaving the server out of shame, but I managed to get my Wi-Fi somewhat stable. I ended that stream and spent the remainder of day 2 getting a pair of crushing wheels, because I realized once again that you can use diorite to create andesite, and I needed a ton of andesite for this skull. Diorite can be made with quartz, and thanks to the gout shed, I had a way to haunt and wash a ton of sand, but all of that was for day 3. So the only other thing I did on day 2 was get something that I use in every create mode playthrough, my glorious wand of symmetry.
Oh, my favorite tool.
And with that, I was ready for whatever day 3 had to offer. Let me take a little sip of water here. Day 3. Spoiler alert, I was not ready for day 3. I didn't stream at all today, but what I did get done was the material checklist for the build. And without further ado, I present to you the head of the gout skeleton.
Why is it stopped?
Name is the name's a work in progress, guys. But with one of my main goals complete, I could focus on what was important, capitalism. And like all capitalists do, I would soon make a deal with the devil, who came down flying with his little wooden wings, Stamio, which again, I didn't record, so we're gonna have this weird retelling on Photoshop. Now, all jokes aside, he was really nice to me yesterday with the deal that we made. Genuinely more of a scam on my end still. But he had offered me yet another one. I needed a Fortune 3 diamond pick, but there was a catch to this deal. I got one fully maxed out diamond pickaxe, which is more than I was putting on the table, so that's very good. But he got an IOU. Now, in hindsight, I really should have read into the terms and conditions before I signed that elusive deal, but hey ho, I was only bothered about having Fortune 3 on the pick, although having it maxed out was a nice touch. Having mending on tools early game is so nice. Where this IOU is going to lead in the future, I have no idea, but I hope he doesn't make me do something crazy. Hug Theo.
What?
I'm not kidding. Go over there, pull out your arms, and hug him. But yet again, like I always do, you can see where this is going. As I'm mid-mining trip, I die at the peak of the mountain and drop all of my stuff. Luckily for me, Stam was kind enough to drop me off where I died, and despite being 2 blocks away, he just flew all the way over here. But he was about to start stream, so he did tell me that if I died again, it'd be my own problem. So after my hasty save, I thought it was a good idea to get out of those mountains. And I thought it was about time to say goodbye to the gout shed. I just needed to smelt my ores somewhere that wasn't a plane journey away, and it just made sense for me to move all of my create contraptions now. The skull was done. So now it just sits there, no longer cramped, and as a reminder to keep on going, or some shit like that. And just as I finished moving my stuff, I was paid another visit. The big LemonSky had come to see me.
I got you a present.
You got me a sheep, throw it in my sheep hole. I'm setting up shop again over here.
So I got you that one, but then here's the other one.
Oh, wait, did you shear it and then kill it? And legit walked like 2,000 blocks from the gout shed to do so. I respect that hustle, to be honest. Me and LemonSkyRyan decided it'd be pretty funny to go and see Theo or Stamio, and what makes the whole thing so much funnier is they both had the same idea, just flipped on its head. Stamio was on his way to try and scare me with his new bomb bay. Theo, I'm pretty sure, just wanted to come and see the skull. But either way, what happened next was truly horrific. Viewer discretion is advised. Stamio used his bomb bay to try and scare me, and the bombs landed directly next to me, killing me instantly due to my lack of armor. And to rub salt in the wound, since the bomb bays dropped 2 bombs, Stamio had basically destroyed the very armor he spent so long getting for me live on stream, people.
Wait,
Wait, did you blow it up?
And luckily, because he's such a nice guy, he immediately offered to take all of us on a trip to his base so he could get me sorted out with some new armor and tools.
All right, we gotta go to my villagers.
Yes.
And while whether or not me and Theomonty were mature enough to be piloting a plane,
Yeah, it's not about the size, it's how you use it.
Exactly.
Real.
What are you guys talking about back there?
we went anyway. And oh my god, this has to be violating some kind of convention, Stamio. He'd encase a near whole village in either one big pen like it was Squid Games, or 1x1 holes where they were left to work for the rest of their lives. And only one thought was going through my head at the time. Hey, that looks pretty fun. I want to do that too. But before I could convince him to let me take some villagers, we had a new task at hand. Visiting the Ribbits village. For those of you who don't know, Ribbits are little musical frogs who live in villages around mangrove swamps and maybe swamps. I'm not entirely sure. I'll be honest, I'm not very familiar with this mod. But we were just very destructive to their peaceful way of life. But we found some around the place with witch's hat and one that we even dubbed Ribbit D. Luffy because of the straw hat. Apparently he's just a fisherman though. That makes me sad. And after a while of being there and looting their little toadstool houses, we made our way out of there with the witch one and Ribbit D. Luffy because they gave beneficial effects to nearby players, and Stamio let his cruel brain take over for a while, and we just abducted these people from their homes. Unfortunately, though, another freak accident was coming our way. Theomonty fucking popped on my lap. And to make the whole thing worse, Monkey D. Ribbit was running away down the mountain that he just popped on.
The frog is at the bottom, no.
He's just coping.
So, we grabbed all of Theo's stuff. For some reason, he had Prime, Lunchley, and the new KSI thick of it on vinyl, so we kind of just left those there. But I picked up LemonSkyRyan, Stamio picked up Monkey D. Ribbit, and we made our way back. Then when we'd made our way home, I knew it was time for Operation Sneak and Snatch to begin. I went offline for a couple hours and joined back when there was no one around, and I had to be quick. I needed to use my plane to make 2 round trips with 2 villages and drop them off at my base. Before you guys come at me, Stam said I could have 1, so like a kid on Halloween taking candy. I just got a handful. So I got to work with that and quickly realized after I'd set off and was halfway over the ocean, I wasn't in my plane. I was in Stamio's. This was bad. The stakes were so much higher. If I crashed this thing I crashed it into the ocean and drowned. The drowning wasn't my fault, guys. It was my Wi-Fi, I promise. It's not a skill issue. I couldn't get out of the plane. I drowned and I was back at Stamio's base with nothing but some bread and a boat. And when I tell you, I have never traveled faster. The stakes were so much higher. What if Stam found out? What if he'd come for me? Put me in one of his villager prisons. Oh my god. Oh wait, it's there. Cool. I got back to the plane and lucky enough, getting those 2 villages was a breeze from there. I could even start my own airline. Maybe. Probably a good idea. And so that pretty much gets us caught up to speed. Aside from that, I threw together my own string printer because if Stamio was allowed one, I'm allowed one. But I'll take it down if it's said to be naughty naughty by Shalz or Theomonty. And I threw together a very ugly looking villager breeder using 4 beds and 2 chest boats. And I'm pretty sure I can hand you over to in-game me now. But really quick, please leave a comment if you like this kind of storytelling video where I'm just recapping the events of the streams and my recordings. Let me know what you think. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you guys so much for watching Recreate Episode 1. You have genuinely no idea how much this means to me and how much of just a mental opportunity this is. I am looking forward to the future of this server and all the awesome builds that everyone's going to make with the Create mod. So, next episode, I'm probably going to get some andesite generation set up, and it'll probably be a bit longer, and a bit of a mix of my normal commentary like this, and recaps like you've seen for the rest of the video. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to wrap this up very briefly. Probably going to end in a couple seconds, actually. Bye, like and subscribe.